Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. Well, where we last left off was Christmas Eve, 1939. We pulled into port to rest and resupply. Well, that rest and resupply is done. We have 5 promotion points to spend, which isn't too bad. We can definitely put those numbers to good use. January 7th, 1940.
Minimum speed ahead.
Let's get the Grey Wolf moving. And let's plot our course. Come on. Out.
New waypoint. Course
Of
358.
port.
Returning to course.
Seems like a
New
great idea.
waypoint. Course
Hopefully
341.
this port isn't blockaded
New
by
waypoint. Course
fishing boats
204.
setting up where they shouldn't
New
be.
waypoint. Course
Now, where to today?
148.
Smoke on the horizon.
The BDU wants us to go up there,
New waypoint. Course
so I figure
135.
we might as well listen to him. It is a bit of a journey, that is,
New waypoint.
for
Course
sure.
1.5.
But we should be nicely safe from any and all aircraft, well, except for maybe that section of the patrol. If we do something like that, we should be much, much safer, I hope. We shall see. Dieter,
Yes, sir.
how's your family?
My wife complains the kids are behaving like
Yeah, that's the same. How do you feel about going to war?
I have family in England. My wife in France.
That's the same. I don't want you to play
That
pranks.
guy is so stiff.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Well, at least your morale went up a little bit. We don't have anything or any reason to talk to the rest of the crew. Look at that old U-boat there. Nothing like the Magnificent. Where's the Tiger Stripes? Well, this game's literally unplayable now, so boo. Alright, maybe they'll show up in port. Or not in port, we're in port. Maybe they'll show up when we're out running around doing things like mad. I'm going to go ahead and get another extra level into Benno. Just because sound, it's useful. And I'm absolutely loving having a motor officer who's like insanely well trained. But with all the premature detonations, it might not be a bad idea to get a little bit going in here. And although, man, I don't feel it. Maybe some training for Max. No, I'm thinking Willie. Let's get the engines all tuned up. Because we might as well do it now and then have a very well-tuned submarine for the rest of time. And I mean, look at this. We're going speed 1, so the slowest speed ahead we can, and it's 5 knots. That's crazy. It's crazy quick. I mean, it doesn't look crazy quick, but it is for ships. Plan, yeah, get out. Head on up over here. Apparently we've got some things to sink. I would imagine there should be some convoys coming through this area. Perhaps big ones? I'm not sure, but we'll find out. That's pretty much about it. The massive warship next to the fishing boat. Yeah, so I will see you guys when I get something more exciting to share, because this isn't all that exciting. See you guys in a bit. So we've arrived way up in the north. First off, we're getting about 18 knots in smoothish seas going speed 3. So that's just lovely. What I've done is set up a nice little patrol circle here. 150 kilometers. So a bit bigger than the usual like 50 kilometer radius. But that's fine. We got a far larger area of operations to deal with here. And let's come back like so. I mean, that is hideously ugly. But at least we'll get the patrol going. We're going to stick about speed 2, so we'll be going 8 to 10 knots, which is fine. I don't want to burn through too much fuel here. We burned through like 30% of our fuel just to get here. Let's you know, keep things under check. We still have a promotion point? Of course, the tooltips are not working. In that case, let's play it safe. There we go. Can anybody get a medal? I should have looked at that. We've got 2. Dieter? We could. Yeah, we could give Dieter a medal. Josef, we can definitely give you a medal. And then I guess, Eric, you can get a medal too. And then let's go through and start assigning it to the crew that's the helpfulest. The Torpedo Man, the Engine Man. We might as well get Benno in here. He's pretty useful with his listening abilities. Wolfram, not so much. Everyone else, you guys can wait for the next round. But there we go. We got our crew all properly sorted. We got our patrol route set. I'm going to see you guys when I got something to blow up. See you guys in a bit. Oh, and by the way, the weather is atrocious. Visibility's not going to be bad, but these seas are not nice. I mean, I guess it's the North Sea in January. What would one expect? But, yeah, like, we're almost coming out of the water, and a swell comes, and we're like a true submarine, even though we're set to being on dock. It is not fun. I doubt we'll be getting too much action in long-distance deck gunning, that's for sure. Alright, guys, see you when I got something exciting to share. Anyone out there a fan of Spaceballs? It's a weird question, I can understand, but I've been reminded, as I've done my patrol, of a certain scene in Spaceballs when they're combing the desert. Pardon my French, but we ain't found shit. So, I'm not going to continue this. This is feeling like an exercise in futility. We've almost burned through 10% of our fuel doing this little patrol that I've done around the point that the game has told me to go. No longer. It's time to set sail on our own and to do something different. So, I don't think there's going to be too many ships flowing through here, but one thing I have noticed is a few radio contacts coming up a little bit south. I mean, you know, we're talking a measly 260 kilometers south from where they want to put me currently. We got some ships tooling around, so let's get rid of all of this. Let's get on the surface, go to speed 2,
Slow speed ahead.
and come down to about here. Now, I'm not expecting to intercept this guy here at all, but we do know that this channel here is fairly nice when it comes to ships coming through, so why don't we plop ourselves somewhere close and, you know, get some ships that way. That's the thinking. Anyway, let's quickly get up on deck. Nope, we'll have to wait till we surface. I ain't fitting through that gap right now. So let's get up there,
Recharging batteries.
because I wouldn't mind seeing what the weather's like. Like, on deck, not just from cheaty view.
Engage electric motors. Recharging batteries. Recharging batteries.
There we go. Don't close, don't close. Thank you. Alright, well, the waves, it's a little choppy. Yeah, you can have fun up here, Dieter. I'm gonna stay nice and dry in the command center. The actual bridge. We'll hang out with ML and have nice long chats about absolutely nothing, because this dude doesn't have
Waiting
anything
your
ever to
orders,
say.
Captain.
But keep up the good work, sir. Yeah, so we'll head down here, see if we can't pick something up, and you know, patrol an area that we know is going to be slightly more populated with ships, hopefully. And let's see if we can get something sunk, shall we? See you guys in a bit. The waves are garbage, but we got a target. It's a very little target. We can just make her, well, I mean, we can obviously make her out fairly well there. But with the state of the seas, it's not looking like a good idea to engage with the deck gun. Although we are close enough now, right? Like, we could, at 5 kilometers, if I remember correctly, we're just at the extreme range of our fast-moving torpedo. So if we just get a little bit closer, pull that up, because we're not in visual range of this guy yet, and I get that. It is horrible weather today. Well, the seas are horrible. The sun, well, the sun is not existent at night. The sky is nice and clear. Okay, let's get you over here. Now, whoa, let's get out of that because it's just going to make people seasick. He's gotten further away in that time. Or did my measurement just... Let's try and get exactly... We got some room to spare here. So let's see. Let's see if we can reacquire this guy. Good God. Okay. Give me control. We're going to need that going as quick as it possibly can, and we'll go a little deeper than the default, but not too much.
Set to 2 meters.
We're not that far away after all. So let's get ourselves a lock,
Target.
break the
2,
lock and
1,
fire.
los.
Now, that should be good. And it's small enough that if this torpedo does actually make it, that should be a fairly nice torpedo kill. We don't need to worry about the microwaver. We shouldn't have to worry about engaging on the surface with the deck gun. One single torpedo should be more than enough. As you can see, this guy's just a little guy. Just a small, tiny freighter. Not much underwater. Probably 2,000 tons, if we're lucky. So now it's just a waiting game. And the torpedo is slowly coming in. Hopefully, it doesn't feel like we're going to be getting any premature detonations. Doesn't feel like this is going to be out of range. Of course, I don't know for sure. Let's see if we can get zoomed in a bit more. And the angle on this shot, sure, it's not the best. I'll freely admit that.
Missed, sir.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? But it's... Is it no longer here? Was it out of range? Must have been. Damn that ship! Alright, let's kick it up to speed 3. Let's try and intercept this guy then. Oh, now he's got the wiggles.
2, 1, ready.
He doesn't even realize how close he is to death. How close he's already been to death. And if it wasn't for that change in torpedo range, and yes, I'm totally blaming the game for that. Obviously, it had nothing to do with Captain Bauer's ability with the torpedoes, nor with the crew of the Grey Wolf's ability at shooting things. So we're just going to try and get much, much closer. Oh! Oh, you've got machine guns, do you? Okay. Well, that solves that then. Man the deck gun.
Man the deck gun.
Thank you, sir. We will
Slow speed
slow
ahead.
ourselves down. And Max, get ready. Hey, look at that! First shot, and you set him alight. You're doing good work today, Max. Well, bring your aim down a little bit, would you? Yes, there we go. I don't mind punching holes in the waterline with high explosives. Please don't do that again. Looking pretty good. Let's head on over and scope this out while Max does his engaging work. It shouldn't take too many rounds to sink this guy. We check the damage below water. Tons of little holes. The engine is not sounding healthy. Now, of course, fires in 2 sections of the ship also don't sound all that healthy. But look at this. We get close, and even in rough seas, Max hits more often than he misses. Granted, as I say that, he's got 2 misses in a row. But that's not bad. I think her engines have stopped. Indeed. So let's stop ours.
All stop.
Just to help old Max out here. And there we go. She be a dead ship. Lucky us. What was she? Oops, that's not the screen that's gonna tell me. What did we start this adventure off of? Like I said, I was lucky. I'd be lucky if it got 2,000 tons. A Yukel small passenger for 1,745. It's...
Minimum speed ahead.
I'll take any kill I can get, but I certainly wouldn't mind a bigger kill than that. So let's go ahead and see what else we can find. Set a plot like that. Get ourselves
Slow
underway.
speed ahead.
Last thing I should check. Fuel. Doing just fine. Alright guys, I'll see you when I got something more exciting to share. See you in a bit. So we haven't seen anything here other than that one passenger ship. Doesn't seem like there's a lot moving through here today, which is a little annoying, but what can you do? Not much indeed. If we take a look at the exterior, we can see that it is a fairly clear night. So why not go raiding? We know Lock U here tends to have ships. So I say we go investigate. Just want to see how we're doing on fuel and things. 56% fuel. That's fine. We'll be able to get to...
Surface the boat. Minimum speed ahead.
New waypoint. Course 14.
This area without
0.
issue and
Returning
see
to
what
course.
we
New waypoint.
can
Course
see. Now,
16.
I would imagine that the RAF is going to be stupid annoying coming through here. I think the last time we came through, the weather was a little more cooperative than it is today, because the freaking, you all remember that winter storm where we couldn't see 2 feet in front of us? Yeah, I would imagine that affects things like the ability for airplanes to fly and see and all those other things that we're certainly not going to have today. But still, we need targets. Desperately, because this just ain't gonna cut it. I mean, we left, what, on the 7th? So we've been out for a week, and we got 1 ship? No. That simply will not do. We're gonna need more. So we're gonna get more. Hopefully, some big, juicy military troop transports, or something of the like, coming out of Lock U would be lovely. So that's the plan. We're off to the port. I will see you guys when I get something exciting to share. See you in a bit. Alright, it's night. We got our first airplane. So, one thing.
Depth under keel is 81 meters, Captain.
Good, so we can go nice and deep. Now, we know that airplanes can be annoying. So I'm going to shift my course south and then continue on a south direction. Now this plane spotted us and saw us going this direction, so this might not be a big enough course change, but I'm hoping it will be. I'm planning on surfacing here, by the way, which would be, what, 15 kilometers from where they saw us last? Certainly not within visual range of this location, I hope. My big desire is that, well, first off, this plane didn't even see us. And if it did see us, it saw us heading this way instead of this way. So, hopefully we can use this
Current depth.
to sort of avoid any and all aircraft. Now, I think
20 meters.
if there's one thing that this periscope here in particular is good at doing, it's locating things in the air. So, we're just going to pop this guy. Oh, I guess it would help if we go to periscope depth first. So we'll pop this guy up, and then we will see what we can see. It's very murky water today. Barely see the gray wolf out the periscope. Okay, come on. Let's get up there. Let's get up there. Come on. All right. Let's see. Any aircraft visible? We're not getting any air contact messages. So let's drop that down and then get up on the surface and see if we have avoided the RAF, at least this time. It looks like
Charging
we...
battery.
Nope.
9-7.
Where is that bugger? Because I'd want to... Well, yeah, we're fairly within the patrol range. So, let's get back down nice and deep. And then go this way. And then down in.
New waypoint. Course 7.
Engage electric motor.
Right, so hopefully... we'll be able to avoid the airplanes this way.
Recharging batteries.
And if
Surface
not,
the boat.
then we may just say, forget this.
Aircraft spotted.
They are getting really good at finding me quickly. Let's go deeper again. And again, it's like, it's... I mean, I guess it's
New
evening.
waypoint. Course.
Well, no, it's 0800, so it's early morning.
Three, 5, 6.
Aircraft spotted.
Okay,
2,
let's
3.
go
God damn it.
down again. This way. 10:45 in the morning. I would expect air flights to be
Shut down
ridiculously
diesel
annoying.
engines.
Now, one thing I do want to
Recharging
check. How is my battery level? My battery level's doing atrociously. I think we're going to call this raid off. Although, we could come down this way and just see.
Surface the boat.
Nope, that plane knew exactly where we're going. I think they're fighters. I mean, they certainly look like fighters. So we don't technically need to worry about these guys. Sure, they may come along and strafe us. The fact that we're right on top of me is a little annoying. So yeah, we're calling this off for today. Perhaps we should come back for raiding when it is a little more disgusting out. That might be the better bet. Head back in this direction at the extreme range of the airplanes. Let's just see if that's gonna work. I don't know if those fighters actually spotted us. They should. They were literally right on top of us. But we've had no other planes coming in. So, okay, well. What did we learn today? This area is well defended by airplanes. And that's annoying. Regardless, we'll stick to up here, I guess. If we shift back over this direction, might be able to find something. And hopefully we do find something. So I'll see you guys when we do. See you in a bit. When in doubt, trust your gut. Do what you know to do. Let's go back up to the Faroe Islands. We've already engaged, well, not engaged, but we've got a visual, long-range visual on a Royal Navy destroyer right there. So we're going to push it just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Now we can see that that destroyer is definitely on the move. And it won't be long and we'll be in proper visual range of this guy. But I would prefer to be all sneaky and get into the port without engaging this escort. Crazy!
Periscope depth.
I know, but let's do it. In fact, let's kick our battery up to speed 2.
Engage electric motor.
So we got 2
Current depth,
destroyers,
10
3
meters.
destroyers all around us. None really close. For danger, though. Nobody's engaging. Our battery level is still doing just fine. Let's see if we can get a good visual representation of what's going on here. We're almost going 6 knots submerged, which is great, because that's like slow speed ahead surface on a brand new, right out of the box U-boat. Not that these things came in boxes, but you understand the analogy, or the phrase that I'm using there. We got no visual on any of these guys, and these waves, they could be annoying once we get in to shoot. We will find out. So let's push that even further. We're only at periscope depth, so nothing too bad should be coming, and I think we've avoided at least one of these destroyers. But the waves are so choppy, we're not really getting a visual on any of these guys, which is... Oh, wait! No, we had one. Way back there. Now, I guess what I could do is fire off a rear shot. I mean, that guy's not even showing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting some updates. So we got 2 escorts. One there. One way out here somewhere. But we're still doing okay. We're still doing just fine. There are a lot of Royal Navy ships here. Now, it seems like there's one right close to us. If I judge the lengths of those lines correctly, anyway. But it's damn hard to tell. Is that... That is something. Maybe a machine gun boat? A little... not a machine gun boat. A little torpedo boat? It is... No, that might be a destroyer as well. Ho! Yeah, come on now. We've got to have one right by us. Let's bring this in. 15 kilometers is a little far to be... Oh, come on. Serious? There we go. Thank you. All these waves. These waves do not make this easy. Oh! Oh, but why are you on fire? Okay. Well, no, that's fine. We'll just slide that down and, you know, see what happens with that guy who's on fire. That is definitely not the direction we want to be going. How is our battery power? 56%! We're going to need to turn that down to as slow as possible here. There are a lot of Royal Navy ships in this port. I'm half hoping, with the amount of military ships that are here, that there will be something other than destroyers. Well, and torpedo boats. Nobody wants torpedo boats. Or nobody wants to shoot at torpedo boats. But look at this. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Those two seem to be going in convoy with each other. Let's leave the observation scope out. Now that will mean, you know, our chance to be picked up visually goes up. Because we'll be leaving a little trail in wake and stuff. But if this guy... I think I see fire. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about that guy. That guy is a torpedo boat that can do us no harm. But as you can see, by leaving the periscope out, we've certainly made ourselves visually more appealing. So let's leave that down and see if we can find some more targets that are worthwhile here. Let's recenter that and zoom out, because we should have a fair bit to see. That is the torpedo boat. How's our battery doing? 47%. Yeah, those destroyers are definitely on the move. I guess we'll go like that and hope we don't run out of battery power while we're doing this. I mean, that's really the trick, isn't it? So we got a guy somewhere back here. And I mean, if we have to shoot our way out of this port, I guess we'll have to shoot our way out of this port. And there's the port there. Got no idea if we've got anything worth shooting at yet. But we'll be able to tell soon. And then what I'm hoping is we can just sneak out that way. Is my plan gonna work? Dude. It is certainly iffy. Have we got anything here? I mean, it's too tough to tell right now. But I can't really see any ships in harbor. I don't know, that might be one there, but that could also just be trees and like little houses. It doesn't look like there's anything else at dock. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. We're not getting any battery warnings, so that's good. And it does look like we got something.
Ship sighted. Bearing 320.
We
Still
are in shallow waters, Captain.
pretty far out. But if we position ourselves like so, what were the ranges on these guys? 12.5. So these guys are within torpedo range. They're not going to be moving. So then the only question becomes,
Ship sighted. Bearing 3.
can we actually get torpedoes away to hit them? Now, I'm not certain about this ship with the angle we're on. Let's see. So if it comes from us, we got a clear line of shot on this guy. We don't hear. That wouldn't be too much re-maneuvering to do it, but it still might be too much maneuvering to do it. So, that's fine. Let's get this pointed straight ahead. And let's see, maybe a little bit more than... So this guy here, I think, is the one we can hit. Right? Because the other guy, that guy's definitely protected. That guy's probably protected. This guy, not so much protected. So, what was the range again on this ship that ain't moving? 7 clicks. Let's shut down our engines so we're not wasting the batteries. Let's get a torpedo preheated
Target mark.
2, 1, low.
and fire that off. Now you should turn. good turn. Just a gentle little turn. And let's zoom on in and see, at the very least, what it is we're aiming at. That's a big enough tanker that I'm pleased that we're shooting at it. That ship's probably not worth it. And then anything else in here is just going to be too much of a pain to get. I'll stop. I shut down the engines long ago, Dieter. Alright. Let's speed up time. Hope for no premature detonations. And give me head control. Thank you. Torpedo's still a ways out. Whoops.
Tube 1, ready.
But at least we got it reloaded. There's the torpedo. Tracking nice and true. Nice and slowly, too. Oh, that is a very lovely shot. Now, we could probably go a meter or two deeper taking a look at this.
Torpedo impact.
But that is a good start. Now, that is definitely something that can be repaired in port. Well, I say... Oh no, that is me. Okay. I was like, have we got another U-boat in here? So let's drop it down a little bit more.
Torpedo depth set to 4
Whoops.
meters. Closing
Let's
tube
drop
1.
it down a little bit more.
Torpedo depth set to 4 meters.
We'll reacquire the lock
and
fire off torpedo number 2. At least we got a smoke signal now that we can utilize, which is nice. And of course, the Royal Navy has a smoke signal they can utilize now too. Why are we at 15 kilometers again? This is one of my pet peeves of the entire game, is the damn little mini-map. Alright, fine. 1.5 kilometers. We'll be able to see the torpedo show up on there. Or will we? Oh, I guess it's just taken forever, as should be expected. It is a bit of a long shot.
Tube 2, ready.
Excellent. Both tubes are lovely and reloaded. That'll be helpful for our escape. Oh, where are you at, torpedo? There we go. A little bit deeper. And I suppose a slightly different angle, thanks to this being tube 2. But that's fine, you know, two different... Is that... Oh no, that's just plants. Come on.
Torpedo impact.
Alright, well, I'm pleased with the 2 holes. 2 different locations. Fire everywhere. Look at that black smoke just spewing out. Hopefully this sucker was absolutely full of diesel or oil or whatever it is that's in this tanker. Hopefully she's just filled to the brim. And indeed, she sunk. So, what we need to do now is GTFO out of here. Let's drop down our periscope and go like that. Speed 1. Out to the deep as quick as we possibly can. And then hopefully, we'll be able to make it there on our battery power. What was it we sunk? Well, it was certainly big. A Cimarron class tanker at 7,602 tons. I'll take it. I would have liked it to have been double that. But what can you do? Anyway, guys, I will see you when we get out of range of the Faroe Islands port. See you in a bit. Well, we're up and we're out of visual range of the Faroe Islands. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, we got ourselves a nice tanker without having to interfere or deal with any Royal Navy escorts, which ain't bad at all. I would have liked that tanker to have been bigger, but what can you do? Not much. Taking a look at the situations, we're going to pull our external reserve in and have 8 torpedoes ready and waiting to go with whatever we see next. Our fuel level is at 50%. Now, it took us about 30% fuel to get all the way out here, so I'm going to want to, start considering an exit strategy. Certainly not implementing it until we're down into the, 30, 40 level, maybe 35-ish. We'll see. Of course, we can always head back to Helgoland and refit there instead. So perhaps it might be a good idea to do some patrolling in and around this area, cognizant, of course, of the fact that the RAF is going to be really, really annoying. So we might just want to go back to this area here and see what we can pick off. That's going to have to be in the next episode, because we've gone... this hasn't exactly been the world's longest episode of Silent Hunter 5, but it's certainly taken a while to record, because not much has happened. And I do humbly apologize for that, but hey, at least we got 2 ships sunk. Today, this isn't as bad as winter weather horribleness. It's not a bad start to the year of 1940, which will no doubt see victory after victory for the Germans, because that's the goal in this game. So anyway, I'm going to give her a save and edit here, so thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. 225,598 total tons. That's not bad. 25 merchants, 10 warships. Might really want to start getting that to be a bit higher. We're not really in a good position to be raiding Royal Navy ports, other than Scapa Flow, of course. We can get in there anytime we want. I'm leery of going for the English Channel before we have our ports in France, just because of the damn RAF, but we can always take a look at doing a run through the channel. Those are always relatively interesting anyway. Regardless, we'll take that up next time. Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.